So I know a lot of my parents on here are really, really hurting from estrangement with your adult children because it could be a very heartbreaking thing. And like I always have said, since I've been doing these videos, it can make you feel like you want to die. It can. It makes you feel like your heart is literally being ripped out of your chest over and over and over again until you get to the place where I am of acceptance, right? And acceptance, the time of acceptance looks different for everybody. So I'm not forcing or pushing for anybody to hurry up and get there because your healing time and your acceptance time is all in the hands of the Most High, right? Um, but I'm gonna tell you something. I'm just gonna give you a little bit about my journey with the whole estrangement thing. Mine has been going on and off for a whole lot of years. Like it didn't just happen a month ago. It didn't just happen a year ago. It's been going on for a very long time with my children. And for so long, I was so confused and so puzzled, and all of it just hit me out of the blue. Like, me and my children, we had traditions. We literally had little traditions while they were growing up where we would always go to see every movie that came out. We would always be out to eat. We shopped a lot. We just did a lot of stuff together, right? And I was a normal, imperfect parent, but I was always trying to make sure I was there for my children and loving them and make sure they had what they need. I was a single mom, so I was constantly surviving, but I was doing it well, okay? And so I think that my survival kicked in, like my survival instincts will always kick in, and it made me a little bit of a hard shell, but it never ever ever took over the love that I had for my children, right? And so once they started to get older, they started to use those things against me, and they told me that we were never close, and that hurt me because I always thought that me and my children were close. I didn't know that they felt the way that they felt. And so the main point of this that I'm trying to get to is that this whole thing is spiritual warfare. This whole estrangement thing that's happening, this whole culture of estrangement, if that's what you want to call it, is demonic. It's demonic. And the estrangement from my children is the best thing that could have happened to me aside from them actually coming to their senses. And here's why I say that. Because this is such a stronghold on these children. It's such a demonic stronghold on these children. It's not them anymore that you were taken care of at one point. There's a bad demonic spirit on them that has taken over. So what that means is that they're no longer themselves. And what I began to see with my children is that that stronghold on them, that spirit began to take over more and more and more each day. It began to take over more and more and more each year. It never got better. It always got worse. That spirit that's within them, that's controlling them, it was almost like it was just forcing them to hate me. And I told y'all in one of my videos that I was literally sick at one point. Like I was always sick. My digestion was always messed up. I couldn't understand what was going on with that. And I was literally sick from the stress of my children and from the stress of not seeing my grandchildren and from the stress of everything that was going on with my grandchildren due to their mother and her behavior. I had